The gateway to limitless potential. Have you ever experienced moments when life seemed to operate on a different level, where synchronicities and coincidences were the norm rather than the exception? This is the realm of the fourth dimension, a space beyond the tangible, where thought and consciousness expand into new realms of possibility. In the third dimension, the physical world we all navigate daily, our thoughts are often linear and bound by the laws of cause and effect. We see time as a river flowing in one direction, from past to future, and our experiences are structured around this perception. Now, imagine for a moment that time isn't a flowing river, but rather an expansive ocean where past, present, and future coexist. In this ocean, our thoughts can dive deep and surface anywhere, anytime. This is the essence of fourth-dimensional thinking, where time is not a constraint but a canvas for our consciousness. Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lessons. In the fourth dimension, our intention is the rudder that steers our experiences. When you direct your thoughts with clarity and intention, the universe begins to weave reality in harmony with your deepest desires. But how can you align your thoughts with this higher dimension? The first step is to recognize that your thoughts are powerful beyond measure. Each thought sends out a ripple through the fabric of reality, much like a stone cast into a still pond. The nature of these ripples depends on the quality of your thoughts. Are they born of fear or love, doubt or confidence, scarcity or abundance? Consider for a moment the implications of this. How often have you allowed your thoughts to dwell on what you lack rather than what you wish to create? The fourth dimension responds to the vibrational frequency of our thoughts, and by focusing on abundance, we begin to attract experiences that resonate with that frequency. Let's explore a practical application of this concept. Imagine you are seeking a new career opportunity. In the third dimensional approach, you might focus on the competitive nature of job hunting, the scarcity of opportunities, or the fear of rejection. But in the fourth dimensional mindset, you visualize the perfect role, feel the joy of contributing your talents, and trust that the universe will provide opportunities that align with your vision. This shift in thinking is transformative. It's not about denying the reality of competition or challenge. It's about choosing to focus on the outcome you desire and trusting the process. Now, let's address a truth that many find elusive: the interconnectedness of all things. In the fourth dimension, everything is energy, and all energy is interconnected. Your thoughts are not isolated events, but part of a universal symphony. When you understand this, you realize that your positive thoughts contribute to the positive transformation of the collective consciousness. Imagine the impact if each individual chose to focus on love, peace, and harmony. The collective energy would shift, and so would our shared reality. This is the power of fourth dimensional thinking. It's not just about changing your life. It's about contributing to the elevation of the world. But what about the emotions that accompany our thoughts? Emotions are the fuel that propels our intentions into the universe. They amplify our thoughts and give them life. To think in the fourth dimension is also to feel deeply, to connect with the emotional essence of our desires. Consider the emotion of gratitude. When you feel grateful, you are not only acknowledging the abundance in your life, but also attracting more of it. Gratitude is a high-frequency emotion that resonates with the energy of the fourth dimension. It's a magical element that, when genuinely felt, can transform your reality. As you immerse yourself in this new way of thinking, it's important to practice discernment. Not every thought or emotion serves your highest good. Learn to distinguish which thoughts empower you and which ones hinder your growth. This discernment is key to navigating the fourth dimension with grace and intention. Let us now introduce an exercise to hone this skill. Sit quietly and bring to mind a thought or belief you hold about yourself. Observe it without judgment. Now, ask the critical question: does this thought belong to the reality I wish to create? If the answer is no, gently replace it with a thought that aligns with your fourth dimensional vision. This practice might seem simple, yet it's incredibly powerful. It's a process of mental alchemy, transforming leaden thoughts of doubt and fear into golden visions of possibility and confidence. The Symphony of Synchronicity. In this next phase of our exploration, let us delve into the enchanting world of synchronicity, where the fourth dimension orchestrates events in a harmonious dance that seems to defy all logic and yet feels profoundly right. This is the dimension where intention meets manifestation, and the seemingly impossible becomes possible. Synchronicity is the universe's way of sending us messages, confirming that we are in alignment with our highest path. It's when the book you need falls off the shelf, the mentor you've been dreaming of appears out of nowhere, or when opportunities land at your feet as if by magic. But this is not magic in the traditional sense. This is the magic of the fourth dimension. To align with this symphony of synchronicity, you must be open to receiving and recognizing these signs. It requires a sense of trust and a belief that the universe is conspiring in your favor. How often have you had a hunch or a gut feeling that you dismissed, only to realize later that it was guiding you towards a significant opportunity? The fourth dimension is accessed when we trust these intuitions and act upon them with confidence. It is about tuning into a frequency where we are in constant dialogue with the universe. But how do we tune into this frequency? The answer lies in the art of stillness and awareness. In a world that's constantly buzzing with activity, taking the time to be still can seem like a luxury, but it's essential for connecting with the fourth dimension. It is in the quiet moments that we can hear the whispers of the universe most clearly. Let's try an exercise in stillness and awareness. Find a quiet space where you can be uninterrupted for a few moments. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and let it out slowly. As you breathe, let go of any tension in your body and any preoccupations in your mind. Now, in this state of relaxation, pose a question to the universe, perhaps something you've been seeking guidance on. Don't search for the answer with your logical mind. Simply let the question linger in the space of stillness. After this exercise, remain open throughout your day to any signs or nudges from the universe. It might come as a sudden insight, a chance encounter, or an unexpected opportunity. Recognize these as synchronicities, the universe's way of communicating with you. But there is more to fourth dimensional thinking than just recognizing synchronicities. It's also about creating them. This is where your power as a co-creator with the universe comes into play. When you focus your intention on what you desire and take aligned action, you send a clear message to the universe about what you are aiming to manifest. Now, imagine the impact of combining this focused intention with the emotional energy of joy, excitement, or love. This combination is a potent force in the fourth dimension. Emotions supercharge our intentions, and when we act from a place of positive emotion, we amplify our ability to manifest. Yet, we must also be mindful of the timing. The fourth dimension operates beyond our conventional understanding of time, and sometimes what we wish for does not manifest in the time frame we expect. This is where the beauty of divine timing comes into play. Divine timing is the understanding that everything in the universe has its own perfect moment to unfold. It's the realization that our personal timeline is not always in sync with the universal timeline. To navigate this, we must cultivate a sense of patience and trust that what is meant for us will come to us at precisely the right moment. But what does patience look like in the fourth dimension? It isn't passive waiting, it's active anticipation. It's living with the certainty that what you have asked for is already on its way to you and preparing your life to receive it. Furthermore, this dimension teaches us the power of detachment. While this may seem contradictory to the idea of intention, it is not. Detachment is not about giving up on your dreams. It's about releasing the need to control how and when they manifest. It's understanding that the universe might have a grander plan, one that you cannot see from your current vantage point. As we continue to explore the fourth dimension, let us carry with us the understanding that synchronicity is not a random act but a response to our vibrational call. It's a reminder that we are not alone in our journey and that the universe is an active participant in our lives. The Tapestry of Timelessness. Within the fourth dimension, we encounter the concept of timelessness, where the linear constraints of time as we know them dissolve, and the past, present, and future merge into a single continuum of existence. This is the realm where the seeds of intentions are planted in the fertile soil of the eternal now, and where they bloom into the experiences of our lives. The idea of timelessness can be bewildering because our everyday experiences are so deeply entrenched in the chronological progression of time. Yet, in the fourth dimension, we are reminded that each moment holds within it the power of eternity. What we do now echoes infinitely in the vast expanse of existence. To harness the power of timelessness, we need to fully embrace the present moment. It is in the present that we have the power to influence our reality, to choose differently, and to shape the future. But how do we bring the power of the future into the now? The answer lies in visualization. Visualization is not merely daydreaming. It is a potent form of mental action that uses the canvas of the mind to paint the picture of the life you wish to lead. When you visualize, you create a blueprint of your desires in the energetic realm, which then begins to attract the circumstances necessary to bring it into the physical realm. Take a moment to visualize a goal or a dream that you have. See it in as much detail as possible. Feel the emotions associated with this dream: joy, fulfillment, gratitude. Now, believe that this visualization is imprinting itself onto the fabric of the present moment. You are not just imagining the future, you are creating it right now in the fourth dimension. Timelessness also teaches us about the impermanence of all things. Just as the present moment is a gateway to eternity, it is also fleeting, constantly giving way to the next. This understanding can liberate us from the fear of loss or the anxiety of change. When we embrace impermanence, we learn to appreciate every experience, knowing that it is part of the ever-changing tapestry of life. In the fourth dimension, we also learn the lesson of forgiveness, which is intrinsically linked to the concept of time. To forgive is to release ourselves from the chains of the past, to reclaim our power in the present. Forgiveness does not change the past, but it transforms the present and reshapes the future. Consider this: every person you have yet to forgive is a chain linking you to a moment in time that no longer exists. By forgiving, you release these chains and free yourself to move through the fourth dimension unencumbered by the weight of bygone grievances. This act of forgiveness is a profound form of self-love and an acknowledgement of your right to peace and joy. And what of the wisdom we can gather from the future? In the fourth dimension, we can tap into the wisdom of our future selves, the version of us who has already traversed the path we are on and learned the lessons we are currently facing. This is an exercise in transcending time. Close your eyes and imagine meeting your future self, perhaps 5 or 10 years from now. What wisdom does this future you have to share? What reassurance or advice can they provide? By connecting with your future self, you are drawing upon the knowledge and strength that you have already cultivated within the timelessness of your existence. As we immerse ourselves in the present moment and engage with the principles of timelessness, we begin to see life as a continuum, a series of interconnected moments where everything we do holds significance. We see that our every action, thought, and feeling is a thread in the grand tapestry that weaves our destiny. In this part, we have explored the concept of timelessness, the power of visualization, the liberation of impermanence, the healing of forgiveness, and the wisdom of the future self. Each of these aspects invites us to experience life beyond the linear confines of time and to engage with the endless potential that the present moment holds. The fabric of connectivity. Venturing deeper into the fourth dimension, we encounter the intricate web of connectivity that binds all things. This is the realization that nothing exists in isolation. Every thought, every action, every life form is interconnected in a delicate and complex pattern, which some may refer to as the unified field or collective consciousness. In this interconnected space, the idea of separation is an illusion. Our individual lives are like individual threads in a vast and beautiful tapestry, each thread essential to the integrity and pattern of the whole. Our actions reverberate beyond our personal spheres, influencing the tapestry's design in ways we may not immediately perceive. To harness the potential of connectivity, we must first acknowledge our impact on the whole. This brings about a profound sense of responsibility and empowerment. Each of us has the power to contribute positively or negatively to the collective experience. How do we ensure that our thread strengthens and beautifies the collective tapestry? The answer lies in conscious living, making choices that are aligned with our highest values and the greater good. This means living with intention, compassion, and awareness, understanding that each choice we make sends ripples through the interconnected network of existence. One way to cultivate this awareness is through the practice of mindfulness. Mindfulness is the art of being fully present and engaged with the here and now, aware of our thoughts, actions, and their potential impacts. It allows us to pause before reacting, to choose responses that resonate with our higher selves, and to act in ways that contribute to the collective harmony. Another aspect of connectivity is the recognition of our shared humanity. Despite the apparent differences between us, cultural, racial, social, or personal, at the core, we are all part of the same human family. This recognition can break down barriers and foster a sense of unity and empathy. When we act from this place of understanding, we naturally contribute to a more compassionate and connected world. In the fourth dimension, we also become aware of our connection to the earth and all life forms. This ecological consciousness reminds us that we are not separate from nature. We are a part of it. Our well-being is intrinsically linked to the health of the planet and its ecosystems. As we honor this connection, we become stewards of the earth, protecting and nurturing it for future generations. Moreover, connectivity extends to the realm of ideas and inspiration. In the fourth dimension, we realize that ideas do not belong to us. Rather, we are conduits for them. When we tap into the collective consciousness, we access a wellspring of creativity that is not limited by our individual minds. This is where the concept of muses or divine inspiration comes into play. To connect with this source of creativity, it is essential to cultivate openness and receptivity. Quieting the mind through meditation or engaging in activities that promote flow states can help us become more attuned to the whispers of inspiration that float through the collective consciousness. Finally, the connectivity of the fourth dimension speaks to the power of collective intention. When we come together with a shared purpose, our intentions are amplified exponentially. This is the principle behind group meditations or collective prayer. When focused on a common goal, the energy generated by the group can affect change on a larger scale. As we weave our thread into the fabric of connectivity, we become conscious participants in the unfolding story of the universe. We see that our lives are not solitary journeys, but part of a magnificent and interwoven dance of existence.